getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Golden State. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going. And checking out Utah, 3 games behind.
And seeing where the Warriors are, that big splash they were hoping for to start the season just never evolved. I mean, they're stuck there in the middle of the pack.
Well, there's plenty of games left. Sometimes it's that progress you make over the course of the season that makes you a factor come April.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Bailey out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's George. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Mykhailiuk in at the shooting guard. And for the Warriors, Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry and Richard. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And he knocks down the first one. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Now, here's George. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. George against Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. George with the bucket.
A lot of confidence from George shooting a 3 early in his career.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game. Butler against Markkanen with the fadeaway. Good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
It's Nurkic, top of the key. Pass to Bailey. Outside, George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. And finished off by Bailey.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
And there it is for him.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Back to George. Pass to Nurkic. George sets a screen for Nurkic. Now Markkanen. Here's Mykhailiuk. From deep, George. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, he's a solid threat from outside the arc. George is a volume shooter from there for a reason.
Pass to Green. Here's Curry, defended by George. It's hauled in by George. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Los Angeles. Nurkic a screen on Curry. And finished off by Nurkic.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick-and-roll situations.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. for the Jazz. Sensabaugh is checked in, and it's Collier in for Mykhailiuk. Warriors trail by 8. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Green with the basket on the assist by Hield.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Jazz have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Some quick hands there from Lowry into his motion fast.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Podziemski finds Hield. Shoots over Collier. Hield can't hit. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Collier. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. From deep three-point territory. No good that time. And so it's Utah. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Hield is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Horford in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. Pass to Bailey. Plays it up and banks it in. Bailey's got the lead up to 11 now for the Jazz. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Jazz leading by 11. Outside, Markkanen. Traps in the tray. Markkanen's got 6.
Markkanen showing big-time range.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now. That ended last year when they really bottomed out.
checked in for Utah. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Lauri Markkanen.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. There's a good screen, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Jimmy Butler. He's averaging 20 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Here's Collier. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Shot clock at 2. Bailey. His 3-pointers off the mark. Warriors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that, guys.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, you can't forget that Markkanen is an accomplished dunker.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. And he drives in, trying to end the drought. Rebounded by the Jazz. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Green against Markkanen. Nurkic setting the pick for Markkanen. And stolen by Butler. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Nurkic. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
.29 seconds left in the first half. Nurkic setting the pick for George. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors trail by 14. Curry passes to Moody. Curry against George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Keontae George picks one up. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. 8 seconds left in the first half of the game. The 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Utah. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Utah Jazz.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
Moving on, in our game, here are the top performers so far.
When you've got two great players going at it like this, buckle up. It's an adventure. I'm telling you, I think the second half, one will emerge as the top dog. Roof, roof.
Roof, roof. Two big dogs at the top of the food chain going at it here.
Roof, roof, roof.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 13. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got Bailey. Nurkic is out there with Markkanen. Then it's George. And it's Mykhailiuk in at the shooting guard position.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation. Man, just adding insult to injury, he just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Moody after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Outside Butler. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
Not necessarily a staple of Butler's game, but there, reminding the defense, he can drain it from deep.
Markkanen passes to Mykhailiuk. 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that it takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Guys, back over to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. So it's Utah now. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry, Mykhailiuk passes to George. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
And it's Curry at the elbow. Markkanen against Butler. Over Markkanen. Markkanen with the block.
Well, there's Markkanen putting his 7-foot frame to use with the block.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
So both teams making some changes here. Jazz leading by 8. Now here's George. He's got 6. Here's Mikhailuk. Drills it from outside. Mikhailuk's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Outside Curry. Stolen by George. To the middle. Here's Mikhailuk. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Mikhailuk's got 5.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out in front.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Curry with the bounce pass. Kuminga finds Butler. Connects from three-point range. Butler's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. Nurkic a screen on Curry. The 3 from George. They get it back. Good on the shot. 7 points in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Up top, Curry, defended by George. Curry kicks to Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. There's a screen. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Utah, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
And Steve Kerr, this is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard it. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Podziemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Horford. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Kuminga in at the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. Now here's Hield. Shot clock at 6. Podziemski on the wing. Shoots over Collier. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Jazz leading by 12. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Hield. No good with the layup. The Jazz shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Pass to Sensabaugh. He takes it in. Doesn't get that one.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
Here's Butler. Jumper is off. Jazz leading by 12. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. The shot is good. Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Now Curry. Puts it up from 15, and the shot goes in.
It just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Markkanen rips it down with 2 hands.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Warriors trail by 14. Outside Curry. Curry from 3.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. George in the post. Guarded by Curry. Markkanen against Butler. 3 on the clock. George fires. No good. Golden State's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. The putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Butler, he's off from 3. And so George will bring it up for Utah. At one point, they led by 16.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Jazz.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Keontae George.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Lori, some efficient shooting for you tonight. How comfortable were you with the looks you were getting?
It was good. Teammates kept finding me. I think I had good looks, and can't really say much. Just try not to think about it too much and just let it go.
Just play the game the way it should be. Congrats on the win, Lori.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.